Hey guys, welcome to this channel Moto69. You're watching the TVS Ronin 2022. This is an all new bike that's been launched by the TVS this year, and I think by the looks of it, it just looks like another Royal Enfield. So the styling has been exactly done like that, and it has got a lot more features. We will be completely talking about it. Before that, I'm going to thank Solar TVS for offering this bike for me. So this is exactly opposite to the Ganesha Temple, Kenya, Kengeri. So link will be provided in the description. Anybody wants to go, just go and visit this showroom, and you can inquire, or you can even take a test ride also. Please do mention our name while visiting the showroom. So let's begin the video quick without any delay. So coming to the design and features of the TVS Ronin. So TVS Ronin is just a new bike. It's just been opened design actually. This looks exactly like a Royal Enfield when you see the petrol tank or typical backside seat sailing, but I think it's again a very new bike. If you see from the front, you've got these LED indicators along with the LED headlamps. This is completely LED headlamp with a T-shaped DRL that has been provided. So it looks so wonderful if I switch on this actually. I think even in the day it is just so bright, unbelievable. Actually this makes it very distinct from the other bike actually. And if I just move on to switch on the bike, I think you can see the indicators, this LED indicators. It's so bright even in this daylight. It's so visible. I think that is one of the cool feature of this bike. And you just come down and you just see that long UST forks. That fork is a 41 mm diameter fork, which we'll be talking at later. But look at that. If with the top model, you will be getting it's in a golden inserts. And when you come to the side of the petrol tank, you've just got a small cut with a TVS logo, and there's a Ronin over there, and a TVS badging on the engine also. And it's got a catalytic converter, and it's also got a guard that's so huge, I think. And you see the muffler of this vehicle, and it's completely protected because it gets so heated up when you're riding. So it's completely protected. This is a very good thing actually, because whoever sitting behind, so I think he doesn't get hurt by any means. So if you want to move to the rear of the bike, so you just get to see those curved type LED tail lamp. It's a small just a line like LED lamp, but it's I think positioned very perfectly, and its illumination is also really good. When you come to see from the other side of this vehicle, when you can see the seat of the vehicle, it has got a large seat, and the seats are pretty much huge. I think the cushion is also enough, and it's not too much stepped up. Okay, so that is that makes the rider feel comfortable. And you've got a grab handle. So this grab handle is just looking like an ordinary grab handle. There's no too much design work that's going on there. And if you can pretty much look at the down, they have got the sari guard. And when you look at the petrol tank, it's got a huge petrol tank. It's about 13 to 14 liter of petrol that can fill in this petrol tank, but it is looking very bulky. That is a very good thing, I think. And when we look at the switch gears of this vehicle, switch gear, you got a lot of things like indicator switch, headlamp switch, and power switch. And when we look at the instrument cluster, this is a unique selling point of this vehicle because it's round, and it's just offset. It's not so exactly center. I think this just resembles of Royal Enfield display. It's got I think all the information, pretty much all the information. You have got drive modes also in rain and urban rain modes, and along with that RPM, time, speed, everything has been just there. And also you have got an empty fuel indicator also there, along with range and trip meters. So this is completely covered, and you have got the button there to change the mode from urban and rainy. So that is cool. Only two modes are there, and you have the buttons to change the trip 1, trip 2, and as well as you have got the mode option and set options to set the various different parameters, along with the neutral indicator, engine malfunction indicator. That's very important for us. And this has got an ABS, so ABS light is also just been positioned there with the TVS logo slightly at the bottom of the display. You've got the buttons in the side, you can see. Coming to the engine of the vehicle, So engine is now a lot more powerful engine that has been set up on this vehicle. It has got a 226cc engine which produces 2 bhp power, 20 bhp of power and 19.3 newton meter torque. 20 bhp of power, I think you have to experience this. You have to go to an highway. You cannot experience these kind of powers in the city. And it has got an oil cool, and it's also got a guard down there which looks even like slightly sportish, and it also helps in protecting the engine from getting the mud. And I've got a radiator, and it's got a oil cooling, so this is also a pretty good part of the engine, because such a big engine and you've got provided an oil cooling setup. I think the efficiency of the engine may be improved by providing this oil cooling, and the power, as I said, you have to experience on the highways. So next, moving on to the brakes and suspension of the TVS Ronin. So the brakes and suspension, before that we have to see the tire sections. So you've got the pretty much thicker tires, so 130 70 17, 110 70 17 inch. So both are 17 inch alloys, and it's an alloy wheels actually, so you get over there. And you've got a single channel ABS in this bike, and the disc in the front and disc brake at the rear. And you see 300 mm of the disc at the front and 240 mm at the back. It's a single channel ABS. If you are going for a top end, you will get a dual channel ABS, and 41 mm fork has been provided over there. So long the travel is also sufficient enough for you to travel. And when you look at the rear side of this bike, you've got a monoshock suspension. You can see from there is a spring coil that is running, so that's a monoshock suspension. Yes, this monoshock suspension just comes down when you sit, and I think the comfort level that the monoshock suspensions provide is unmatchable, and you've got a really good suspension on this bike. Along with that, you've got 2 discs and a single channel ABS. I think that is sufficient for any braking systems. Next, moving on to the variants and pricing of the Ronin. So you've got the pretty much 3 variants, SS, DS and TD, which is the 2 variants having single channel ABS, and one top end is having dual channel ABS. Along with that, you get the golden forks that is in the front for the top end model, and you have got a pretty much range of colors. The one we are looking is red, and the other colors are displayed on the screen. When we talk about the overall about the TVS Ronin, as you see, there was a silver color that almost resembled the Royal Enfield bike itself. So the styling is really fresh. The concept is fresh, and it's loaded with features also. And the engine, I think the main reason if you want to go buy this Ronin, I think that is the main part of that is this engine. So this engine is completely unbelievable. With the 20 bhp of power, I think you can just go on the highway with complete confidence, and the braking and the suspension is also pretty much good. I think if you are an highway rider, you want to go often, you travel on the highways, I think if you are looking for a 200cc 220cc bike, I think this bike is pretty much for you, because I think it's got all the things covered, and along with the seat comfort, along with the suspensions, I think this bike is a choice for those who just want to go on the highway rides. I think with this I'm going to end this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel and also press the bell button icon so that you won't miss any notification from my channel, and I'll meet you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.